Hello, my fellow Americans. It is I, Lamont of BUFPV. In this mini-Z section, today we're talking about the MWX R1F1. Yes, I've already made a video, but they've come out with a new chassis. At this point, it is not new. As you guys know, or maybe not know, I took a little hiatus. I had to fix up this studio and, the rest of my life. But now I'm back, and I'm finally making this video. This is for the new MWX R1F1 long aluminum chassis. Very good. I'm not gonna hold you guys here too long, but here's some quick notes on it. It comes with a newer style body. This body is more along, more recent F1 style body. It is significantly longer and lower. And with the length of the car, the old car made this part look a little fat because it was so short. But it looks a lot more even, a lot more sleek. Why did he extend the chassis? Most likely to fit it more in with the rest of the cars that are out there in the field. There's most likely going to be a rule change that they all have to be the same length or close to the same length. So yeah, it's really good. It's a really good chassis. Let me see. So along with it, there are some changes. The nose is different. It is longer up out front to make the car longer and proper to fit into the spec. The way that the rear wing mounts is a little different. Get a quick picture of that. You can see it is now like mounted flat. It used to be raised up off the chassis. I saw Marcus at, I think it was regionals or nationals or one of those things. It was in Pittsburgh, and he saw how I had my wing mounted and he liked it. So he changed the way the wing mounted so that the wing sits a bit lower. Very nice touch. And of course, the chassis cuts are the same, a little bit longer. The nose part, as you can see there, it is hopefully in focus. Okay, it is a little bit longer. These sit a bit higher than the ones that are on the old chassis, and they're angled so that you don't get caught under the rail. Not a lot of hook on the top there. So let's hop over to some running footage. That's pretty much it. And we'll hop back and we'll talk a little bit more and we'll close this thing out. Roll that beautiful running footage.
All right, you guys, we got 3 minutes to go out there and test the new chassis by MWX for the R1F1. It adds length. I'll put up on the screen how much longer it is. You can definitely feel the length. Dumps. But yeah, we got a little grip today, so we're gonna actually run it. It's very consistent, pretty much the same as it was with the shorter chassis. Just
7.6
with a little like 102 style stability
6.8
added.
18.4 7.1 8.3 7.7 6.7 6.7 19.9 7.4 6.8 6.6 7 flat 7.5 6.5 7.3 7 flat 7.3 7.1 6.8 7.3 11 flat 6.7 6.5 6.6 7.1 12.6 6.8 12.5 7.2 6.6
Come on.
6.5 7.8.
All right, so there you go. There's some running footage. I don't know if I mentioned this, but KS, P and KS mediums up front on a 20 millimeter rim. He recommends you go with a 19, which, is up to you. The thing with the 19, if you don't know, is that the 19 millimeter rim is smaller, but the lip is the same size. So if you put a low profile tire on there by PN, and it fits the lip like perfect. Like you have just the right amount of rubber sticking over the lip. Personally, I like a little bit more rubber sticking up over the lip, just for wear purposes. The car really does not need, let's say, glue. It is very planted, or like glue or disc to keep the car from rolling, to keep the corner from catching. It runs very flat. I think I rolled it one time, and I was trying real hard to do so. So yeah, I really like it. It's great looking, great running, and really your options are pretty limited right now. I think the only car that, in my opinion, that really holds a candle to this car is the Atomic MRZ conversion. I have the G-Force car. I like it. It does take work, and it's a little brittle. I had the, the GL car, the original GL F1, not the new one. That car is pretty good. It's going to get up there in cost though, because GL charges a bit. Now, this car is not cheap, but at the same time, it is definitely not as expensive as a GL car. So that car is competitive. This car is, in my opinion, top notch. Yeah, the only thing I would choose if this wasn't working would be I would go down to my MRZ, and then after that I would go down to I have a GL F1 that has the old Marcus chassis on it, the fiberglass one, and that thing is pretty good. So yeah. Anyways, glad you guys watched the video. I will see you guys in the next one, and yeah, MWXperformance.com. Go check it out. Yeah, well worth it. If you're in F1, you better go get yourself one. Because at this point, I think when I was at that race with Marcus, the issue wasn't which car was going to win. It was more like which guy in this car was going to have the right motor to win. Now, it didn't end up that way because a couple of guys were running G-Force cars that had, oh my God. So they were running a G-Force car that had the, what is that car? The Reflex Racing front end on it. It was something. It was something to behold. And if you like the G-Force car and you like doing that kind of stuff, that's the car for you, because you got to work on that car. And really, the two drivers that won are they're pan car world champions. So jerks. Anyways, great car. See you guys in the next one. That's enough of me yapping my jaws and being out of focus. MWX Performance. Go down and check it out. Get yourself a car, a chassis. I don't know if he sells this with a kit yet. So check it out. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bloody blah, bloody blah. New videos over there. Subscribe over there. And, get down with my Patreon. I could use the help. I think there's only a $1 tier. And it's just to support the channel and help me, finance making these dang videos. Because I got 2 kids I got to put in college. And this RC stuff is getting expensive. I'll see you guys in the next one.